Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Fandom Empire, and I'm Sean, and it has finally happened. A supernatural spin-off of sorts finally went to air after several opportunities to get a spin-off going, several failed opportunities for various reasons. The Winchesters, which is a show developed by Jensen and Danelle Ackles, who you might remember as Dean Ackles, well, Dean Winchester. Pardon me, I'm overwhelmed with excitement. But honestly, I I cannot express enough how much the pilot surprised me. But before we get into all that, how excited are each and every one of you for the Winchester show? Comment below. Were you skeptical like me? I wasn't a big fan of the trailer. There was some stuff in the trailer that I liked, and then there was some stuff in the trailer that I didn't like. And I don't know if that was the best piece of marketing material for the show to put out there, but I was cautiously optimistic that the Winchesters would deliver and Jensen would deliver alongside his wife Danelle and Robbie Thompson, that they would deliver a supernatural like product with the Winchesters. And I can confidently say now, I absolutely feel that they have. Um, it's only one episode. It's just a pilot. Also, it was the pilot was directed by Glenn Winter. So that was a getting a guy like Glenn in to handle the pilot, was very important. Um, it's not David Nutter. I'm sure if they could have grabbed David, they would have. But Glenn Winter, not a bad second option, and him alongside Robbie Thompson and Jensen Ackles, they really put their best foot forward here, along with the new cast. And I gotta say, episode one's in the books, and I absolutely loved what I seen. I did not expect to be blown away by the show. I was, shall we say, paranoid almost about what the product that they would deliver to us. And thankfully, I can honestly say I've seen the episode twice now in the last 15 hours or so, and this is supernatural. Like, yes, it's the Winchesters, but the supernatural DNA is all over it, from the opening credits, the opening title sequence, to when the opening credits are coming on screen. It just, lives and breathes supernatural. It was definitely done with a lot of love towards the original series. If you want a full breakdown of the episode, we have that coming a little later tonight. It should be out tonight. At worst case scenario, it'll be out tomorrow morning, where we'll dive into a spoiler review of the episode. But on this specific episode here, this little quick instant reaction, if you will, I just want to go over some thoughts. And they're going to be really quick. Comment down below if you want to share any as well, or if you have any suggestions for our supernatural / Winchester content. It starts with Meg and Drake, the guys playing, the guy and the gal playing John and Mary. Their chemistry on screen is definitely identifiable. You can feel it. It's there. The interesting thing is I was listening to a story this morning about how they determined it would be them. So they did their screen test over Zoom, and then Jensen and Robbie and Danelle and some studio execs all went into the green room, and Meg and Drake continued talking, not in character, but just you know getting to know one another. And it turns out that Meg may have accidentally asked Drake on a date, but it was their natural ability to talk off of one another, not the screen test itself, that got them the role. And I think stories like that are always intriguing, simply because it's a moment of chance. It's no guarantee. It's a moment of chance, and I absolutely think that in episode number one, anyways, their chemistry on screen definitely shows. The Here's my problem: is the tone of the trailers makes the show seem goofy, and I don't think the show's goofy, at all. Is there some light moments? Is there some comedic moments? Absolutely, there was in Supernatural too, but that trailer seemed both trailers seemed over the top goofy, and I didn't get that in this episode. Yeah, there's some moments of comedy, and Carlos really helps balance that out as well. I thought the supporting characters in this show were really strong, including John's mom. Um, there's a moment where they're playing the Dean Winchester theme, which you would have heard off the top here, Americana. Um, and it's just they could have picked anywhere to put it. They put it at the absolute right moment when she's talking to John about when he has kids. And I won't get any further into it than that, other than to say, if you were someone who got emotional quite often over Supernatural, the pilot is probably going to do a fairly good job at getting you emotional. I know it got me emotional as well. Also, I want to give a shout out to the decision to not start the episode with Dean Winchester. We all know he was going to be in the show to an extent. He's the one narrating it, similar to How I Met Your Mother or How I Met Your Father. Um, but he's also going to appear visually at times as well. And they could have started the show with him. They didn't. The narrating doesn't even start like right as the screen open, right as the footage begins to play. It takes I think almost half a minute to get into it. But they saved Dean till the end of the episode, and the way they did it, uh, chef's kiss, pardon me, absolutely incredibly well done. And you know what? I gotta give them, two thumbs up for that, because they allowed the new cast to carry the episode. And boy, is there supernatural callbacks all over it, but they fit. They let the new cast carry the episode, and then they, got you with the nostalgia with their guy, the guy that I basically named my son after. I have my son, my 2.5-year-old son's named Jensen, but the story is my fiance has a cousin named Dean, so we didn't want to just use Dean, so we went with Jensen for the name. So when I say I'm a supernatural diehard, I quite literally am. Um, I really appreciated the choice to leave Dean until the end. I think you use him sporadically, and it really gets those heartfelt moments going for sure. The question is, what did all of you think of the Winchesters episode 1? I don't know if they could have delivered a better pilot. Is it perfect? No, I have some nitpicks. I didn't think the monster in it looked great. I think maybe they need to, if the monster's going to look cheap, and I did think it looked cheap. I think you need to do a better job of hiding it, and I'm sure they will correct that in time. But I'm really absolutely loving the product that they delivered. What did you think of the Winchesters pilot? Comment down below. We would love to hear your thoughts. And also, don't forget the big news coming from the Winchesters recently. Tom Welling, that's right. You might remember him from Smallville. He played Clark Kent, pardon me, and Superman is going to play Samuel Campbell, Mary's father in this, who you probably remember from Supernatural season 4 and season 6. He was also a big part of Sons of Anarchy at times. The actor anyway. Now it's Tom Welling that's taken over. I'm a huge Smallville guy, so I appreciate the casting of Tom. Tom has obviously aged quite a bit since the end of Smallville. Tom and Jensen also go back a long way. Tom, Jensen, Jared, and Michael Rosenbaum all have a relationship together. So to lean on someone that you can trust to come out there and play a pivotal role, such as Samuel Campbell, and us knowing the history that they're doing with this show, and they've stated they're going to tell the show, they're going to deliver what you expect. They're going to deliver the events that you want in the show, but maybe not in the way that you expect. And I really do appreciate that. And Tom Welling's such strong casting. I thought he was fantastic in Lucifer, and I'm really looking forward to see what he brings to the show. He is not in episode 1, of course, but he will be in future episodes. So bang on. By the way, if you didn't know, season 1 of the Winchesters is currently slated to only be 13 episodes. I'm okay with that. More focusing on the main story and less filler. I'm good with that. I never expected that this would be 22 or 24 episodes. I think 13 is a solid number, and I hope they stick with it going forward. Again, what did you think of the Winchesters episode 1? What do you think of the casting of Tom Welling? My God, it is truly incredible. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for me. I'm Sean. This is Phantom Empire. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And if you want to support the channel on another level, you can do so by heading on over to Patreon, patreon.com/Phantom Empire, where we have exclusive content over there as well. We'll be covering the Winchesters all season long. Strap in. It's time to hit the road.